Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today I am proud to bring you the latest release from Magic Square. This is their MS-B33 Deadly. Pretty excited about this one. This is actually my first Perceptor figure. So, I'm pretty eager to see what he has in store for us. Stay tuned. Alright, here we have everything that comes with him in the box. Obviously you get the figure, but you also get the standard Magic Square instructions. Got 23 steps to complete him. Nicely done, color coded. That shows the parts that move in each particular step. You come with the Legend Scale Collector's Card. It's got the same artwork on the front as the box, and then you have stats in the back. I don't know why they didn't give us any colored pictures of the alt node, but still there nonetheless. The last thing he comes with is his pistol. It is nicely detailed, sculpted well enough. Looks good, just cast in black plastic. Solid on the end. It'll work. And as you would expect, that will slide smoothly and store nicely in his hand. So let's take a close-up look at the figure. I'm actually surprised at how much I like him. He does look really good. I'm going to put a G1 cartoon image right here just for comparison. But he does look truly amazing. Got a wonderful painted face. Nice blue eyes, yellow there on the crown, gray for the face. Coming down, you've got wonderfully sculpted detail there underneath the clear chest panel. The arms themselves are also nicely detailed. One thing to note is the different dials do spin. Same for this one. Nice sculpted detail there on the thighs and the legs. Inner thighs do have sculpted detail as well as the outer thighs. Sorry, lower legs, not the thighs. Coming around to the back, more sculpted detail throughout, to be honest. He looks really good. Then we have his shoulder cannon. Again, all of these parts do spin and are removable. One nice thing also is it can extend if you choose to do so. So it looks really good. These two pieces are removable. Nice silver paint there on the tip. He looks really good. As far as articulation, you can move the head back and forth, up and down. It is on a ball, so nice range. Not much side to side though, but lots of up and some down. Shoulders are nicely articulated, can go all the way out. You do have a upper bicep rotation, double jointed elbow, which is nicely done. And the hands you are able to spin them and remove them. He doesn't come with any extra hands though, just this one set. Coming down to the waist, you are able to rotate 360. He does have a very nice ab crunch, and I have to say it holds position a lot better than the previous bots, which were somewhat loose. Hip skirt does move out of the way, so you can get all the way out to the side, all the way forward, all the way back. There's rotation at the thigh, and a double jointed knee, which allows you to all the way back, which is nice. Feet are somewhat disappointing. They're a bit cumbersome, but you do get a toe tilt down, no down as far as the foot. You do get it up though, and you do get a rocker as long as you are pulled forward in front of the foot. If you're back like that, nothing. So definitely make sure you pull the foot forward when you are in alt mode. So he looks really good. I do want to point out the articulation of the shoulder cannon. Again, I showed you can extend it, but you also have the ability to rotate it. It is on a ball, so you can adjust it on his shoulder as you see fit. Another thing you can do is you can actually pivot it. If you get this out of the way, bring this down, you can rock it to the other side and have it on this shoulder if you like. There are 2 peg holes here on the back that coincide with these pegs, so you can bring it into position and lock it in on that side, which is a nice touch. Gives you the option for multiple ways to display it. And here we have Deadly, or Perceptor, in his alt mode. And he looks pretty good, to be honest. He's got definitely that microscope look to him, for sure. Kind of kibbly on the back, but that's okay. Let's take a closer look. I wish they would have put some paint on the treads, but they are nicely sculpted. Again, the detail we saw in bot mode definitely comes through. We've got his magnifying tray. The reflector dish does have some motion to it, which is nice. You can actually articulate this a little bit back and forth. Here's the tray itself. Now, it does not stick out as much as I would like. I wish you could pull and get it out a little bit more, because in order to have him look like he's using it, it's pretty much got to be straight down. All of the knobs, again, they do turn and can be taken off if you want. So they look pretty good. Lots of functionality. One complaint I do have is I wish that the legs were a bit tighter, because it is very simple to throw the transformation off. I wish that they would peg in better to the bottom. There are pegs there, but they are somewhat difficult to use. If you can see inside there, but I have not been able to engage those. But not much else you can say. He's definitely a microscope, and I think he looks pretty good. One thing that isn't obvious in the instructions is this section here does rotate for a better secured fit in this section here. So just be aware of that. I was finally able to engage those pegs inside the hips for alt mode. What it is you can actually pivot the legs down a little bit on this hinge here. That will allow you to put the legs into position on the pegs inside the hips. And when you do so, that does add quite a bit of stability to the legs. So they aren't moving quite as easily as they were before, which is good. definitely gives it more stability. So I'm glad I was able to finally get that to work. And just for scale, here he is with a New Age Datsun and a Masterpiece Datsun. Alright, let's start our final thoughts off with the negatives. I do not like the way the feet, they work. They're a bit wonky as far as their manipulation, but they do ultimately look good. Transformation is actually pretty fun. There's quite a few steps that aren't included in the instructions that do allow him to stay together better. Once you discover those, the transformation of the alt mode does come across as being a lot better. There is a severe lack of paint. Really, the only thing painted is the head and the dials on his arms. Everything else is just typical colored plastic. Positives wise, he looks amazing. Sculpt work, detail, and the Generation 1 aesthetic really do come through, and he is definitely a bot that I am happy that I picked up for my Legends collection. He definitely has the look and presence of the G1 Autobot. So, my opinion, the positives do outweigh the negatives by far. So this does come highly recommended for me. I picked mine up from thechosenprime.com. I believe they're out of stock, but they have a pre-order coming in. So, keep an eye out for that. If you did like the video, please help me out by liking and subscribing. Leave a comment. All of those really do help my channel grow, and I'm trying to get a community going, or in addition to the existing Transformers community, for a good conversation and friendships. So by all means. So with all that being said, I hope to see you again next time.